Hey guys, welcome back to the Four Letter Nerd YouTube channel. Today we're doing a Comic Bento box unboxing. Unboxing. Yep. My good friends Cam, also from Four Letter Nerd, and our buddy Dave,
hey guys,
from the Game Cave here in Hendersonville. And so let's go ahead and get into it. We'll see what we got here. Some really cool books from Comic Bento this month. Comic Bento sends graphic novels, right? Trades and graphic novels.
Basically, it's a subscription box like what we reviewed with the 1-Up box last week. And instead of random geek items, they send graphic novels. So let's get into it.
Yeah, we'll start right here. We got Chronos Commandos. Yep. Right here, Chronos Commandos. You guys saw this. We took a look at it before. This is from Titan Comics, and it's a story about U.S. World War I and World War II soldiers versus some Nazis, and they go back in time,
like
and dinosaurs.
Time travel Nazis. I flipped through it. Albert Einstein's in it twice. He talks to himself in the past. I saw someone getting eaten by a T-Rex.
There was some pretty gruesome. There's some pretty gruesome artwork in there. It's
surprisingly
really cool.
Violent.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Do you think this is what they based Kung Fury off of?
It had to be.
Did you see an NES Power Glove in there?
I'll take a look.
This looks awesome.
Is it somewhere hidden within the art? One of the panels, there's like a guy and he's got those.
You should check that out if you haven't seen it.
If you haven't seen Kung Fury, it's on Netflix right now.
Yeah, flipping through it, the art was really cool looking. It kind of reminded me of Clayton Crane.
Oh yeah, he's fantastic.
Yeah, he does Rye for Valiant Comics, and very good stuff.
Incredible art.
You guys might not know this, but every time a customer comes in and asks me, hey, do you have a comic drawn by this artist or written by this person? And I don't know. That's the Facebook messages you guys get. Like, you know what? Let me check and see. And
that's really funny.
I appreciate that.
All that. No, we appreciate it.
We do what we
can. Yeah. That's funny. Next book we got here is The Story of All of Us, Mankind. It's from the History Channel. But it's also the publisher is Silver Dragon Books, but my understanding is they might be owned by Zenscope. If that's, I could be wrong, but I was under the impression that's how that worked. But so this was a History Channel documentary series, I think.
Yeah, I think it was like 1 or 2 seasons.
Yeah.
And it was extensive.
It was 10,
just kind of like 12 episodes a season or something like that.
Something like that.
Like just the story of mankind.
Yeah, it's basically just. I flipped through that.
This is very biblically based. There's a lot of Egypt and Old Testament. I mean, he kind of modernized with New Testament kind of stuff too as well. And so some really interesting stuff in there.
I mean, I'm a History Channel fan, so I'll give it a go.
Right? Any History Channel fans out there? This might be something you'd like to pick up.
I'm a bigger H2 fan because they had Ancient Aliens, but they took that away, and now it's Vice.
You're kind of you're still a little bit salty about that, right?
I am
a little bit. Yeah.
But Ancient Aliens is still on demand, so you can still watch it.
You can still watch.
Cool.
Yeah.
So let's see what else we got in here. Moving on. Oh, this is exciting right here.
Yeah, I was excited about that.
Ivar, Timewalker, here. You know, I think I'm gonna keep this one. I think I'm gonna just. Is that cool?
You can have. I have all the issues with that.
You guys mind? Yeah, Ivar Timewalker is a really great series.
Yeah, it's written by Fred Van Lente, who's just. Yeah, I did an interview with him for Four Letter Nerd. Super nice guy and basically brilliant. He's just super smart
and really funny.
Yeah,
it's rare that you find like just a person in general, but like a comic writer who's extremely intelligent, very creative, and funny, and it's not like arrogant or egotistical. Like he's a very nice guy.
Yeah,
and he's not like a jerk about it.
Yeah, he's cool on Twitter. He's great. In the interview, he was super nice the whole time.
If I could convince him to come to a Free Comic Day, you guys would just go crazy.
Right, we would. Oh, yeah.
Sit
at the table, we'll just hang out. We'll dress up in costume.
Yeah, I mean, I actually bought a copy of his Action Philosophers volume.
Which is like a creator-owned thing that he does, right?
Yeah, it's a creator. I forget what the publisher is, but it's basically, it goes through all of the different major philosophers from, like, the pre-Socratics, which is before Socrates and all them, all the way to, like, current philosophers, but it's done in a really funny art style, and it's done in a really funny way, which is kind of his thing. But I got it signed because, you know.
So what is this one about? Like, what is Ivar the Timewalker?
Take it.
So Ivar is basically, he's one of the Antipater brothers. There's three of them.
There's Armstrong.
Right, he's kind of the
right?
warrior poet that loves to get drunk throughout time.
And then there's the Eternal Warrior,
right.
Gilad.
Yeah, his name is pretty self-explanatory.
He's an eternal warrior.
Yeah. And then there's Ivar, who...
is he the oldest brother?
He's the oldest brother, and he can basically travel through time using these sort of portals that he finds. And basically he's trying to save... Which is actually the entire point of this book, is saving history. But he's trying to make sure that the world doesn't end. And it has a whole bunch of crazy science in it. If you read the interview, I forget what he says, but it's basically, well, it's actually Einstein's theory of whatever, and it's just
Fred Van Laney is a genius because he uses actual scientific theory to in the series to sort of explain the time travel and sort of how it works and things like that.
Well, that's the best science fiction. Where it's so close to this could actually be reality in 20 years.
It's really, there's definitely some jaw dropping parts where you're just like, what? What happens in it? And the artist Clayton Henry is really, really good.
Yeah.
He's been doing, I think he's on, is he on A&A right now? He's on another Valiant book.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's really good stuff.
It is. It is really good. This is a great Valiant series, a great character. So if you have a chance, you definitely should pick this up.
Yeah.
Ivar, Timewalker, Volume 1. And the last book, there were 4 books. The final one, this is be kind of the biggie, I think, for a lot of people. X-Men, Days of Future Past.
Yes.
From the fantastic Mr. Chris Claremont. And then there's some art in here from John Byrne and John Romita Jr. as well. Chris Claremont, probably one of the best X-Men writers of all time, I would say.
First comic I ever remember reading, I was probably 15. I mean, I'm sure I read it before, but it was X-Men 172. And then I went back and collected a bunch of them. And this story. How old were you guys? This was, let's see.
I was probably...
that was 1985 or whatever, maybe?
I was just born.
I was -3 at the time.
Yeah, I mean, if that's the time. This says 1980, 1981.
Oh, wow, that's even
if that was even that far. Yeah, so this is definitely older than us. A fantastic story. I mean, I think a lot of people know Days of Future Past probably from the movie.
Yeah.
The story here is very different, though. In the movie, they send Wolverine back. In the series, they actually send Shadowcat back.
Right.
And so in the movie, they kind of adjusted a little bit so that she's still a part of, what caused it and all that. But still a little different.
Hugh Jackman.
Huge Jackman. And huge jacked man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He gets bigger every movie.
He does. He just seems to be the muscle just continuously
massive
builds.
In the current X-Men as a Weapon X.
Yeah, there's for those of you who haven't seen it, spoiler maybe, I don't know.
Oh,
but it's not really a spoiler because it was in the preview.
Right.
They showed the claw, so Wolverine makes an appearance. But yeah, it's his cameo in this new one is probably the best cameo of any superhero movie.
I 100%
it was
agree.
really awesome.
When he ran away at the end.
It was so
a better cameo than Stan Lee's stripper
in Deadpool. Yes, and I'll tell you why. Because Stan Lee revealed that he wasn't actually in a strip club for that cameo. They shot it on a set and then added him in later, and he didn't actually get to go. So it's it's still a great scene, but when you hear that story, you're like, oh man, poor Stan. That guy's 90. He's getting ready to make his final Comic-Con appearance at New York Comic Con this year, and they couldn't let him go to the strip club for the.
He is 90.
Because
they're putting him in that situation where they'll give him a heart attack, right?
The insurance company was like, look, we can't have Stan Lee dying on the set of Deadpool. It's not a good idea. But this is a really great series. I think probably my favorite Chris Claremont story is his Wolverine story that he wrote.
Yeah.
The whole Silver Samurai.
Oh yeah,
Japan.
That
is fantastic. And the way that that film too, the way that the Wolverine, the way that they adapted that story was, I thought, very well done. I actually really enjoyed that.
That was a good. I really enjoyed it.
It really is. Chris Claremont's a great writer, and this is a really great series. Yeah, I think that's it. That's all the stuff. So, I mean, how much does a Comic Bento box cost?
It's $20. There's a couple different things. You could pay for it all up front for a year, and then I think it goes down to about $17.
Mm-hmm.
You can find these books anywhere. You can, most of the Valiant books are usually about $9 for the first volume because they really want to get you hooked.
Yeah,
and,
that's right. That's what it says.
So, I mean, overall, especially general, like what MSRP is going to be well over the $20 price point. You can find them on Amazon,
right?
Sure.
Used,
depends.
But ultimately, I think this is a really cool deal, and I think what really is probably the biggest selling point on this is just the randomness of it. I mean, if you're looking for something new to read and you don't really know what to read, Comic Bento really has you covered. You got, I mean, there's some great books in here.
There are.
I know personally, I'm a huge Ivar fan, and the X-Men book's going to be, like you said, a giant seller. So ultimately, I think this is definitely worth it.
Well, honestly, if you take this and Ivar, that's probably $25 there, and you get 2 free trades to just try out.
Right.
And one of them has dinosaurs eating Nazis.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. So.
And if you notice, there's kind of a time theme here, right?
Yeah,
is that on purpose? You got time travel in Days of Future Past.
Yeah, that's the theme on this
Ivar, the Chronos Commandos are traveling through time.
There might be a sheet in there that explains it, but I know that there's a.
We must have taken it out.
We might have taken it out. But it's basically like revising history or something. It's basically like going back to save history. They had one that was actually kind of historical fiction. I think the theme before it, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure what the next theme is, but either way, like
you check out their website.
Yeah, check out their website, comicbento.com. They were nice enough to send us this one, and it's just great company. So the person that I dealt with was super nice person. So definitely, I would order one again.
Yeah, awesome. Hey, thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out, and we appreciate you guys watching our video. And check out comicbento.com if you're interested in this. And hope you guys have a great week. We'll see you later.
All right, have a good one.
Bye.